What up? We're back in here, so we're getting ready to go through. This is actually the last parts of our curriculum, and then we're going to have again more ongoing curriculum through webinars. So look at the schedule within the mobile app, and if you haven't made that transfer over to the mobile app, you'll see them getting pushed out to you through either text notifications or they'll be sent over to you through email. But we want you to make that transition over to the mobile app. We feel that that's going to be a better medium for us to be able to get this content to students. So this one here is titled College Fair. So you can kind of tell from the background here, this is just an idea of kind of a sample college fair. I am citing strivescan.com from this picture, so I can make sure I'm always sourcing the references of where we're using our images and stuff like that from. So this is just giving an example. You go through the college fair and you see all these different colleges there. And so I just want to give you some tips of kind of some questions that you want to ask when you go through a college fair. The basic stuff, just always remember when you talk to someone that's brand new, that's a college admissions advisor, that you don't want to look down like this. You want to make strong eye contact with them, give them a firm handshake, make sure you look them in their eye, and then ask with a loud voice, project with a loud voice what it is that you're asking them. But we want to go over some general questions that you can actually ask those admission advisors, because a lot of them are young and they're out there trying to recruit students to come to their school, and so they need you just as bad as you need a scholarship or to get accepted into their colleges. So start off with a hello, how are you doing? You know, tell them what your name is. Again, do all the stuff I just said. Don't ask vague questions like tell me about your college, because they're going to just start giving you, oh, we're a wonderful college. Make sure your questions are specific so they don't waste your time, because you got a lot of people, as you can tell from this picture. I'm going to go back over this picture real quick. I mean, some of these college fairs that you go to may have 30 or 40 different colleges, and if you don't keep your conversations directed, you're not going to be able to make it to all those tables. And if you get to a table and they're actually offering a full ride, but you couldn't get to that table, maybe they went with the intent of giving out 10 full ride scholarships, and then you get out there and you can't get to all those tables because you're kicking it and him-hawing around with somebody, and you didn't get a chance to get over there to that table. You just missed out on the opportunity. So I want to show you how to effectively work the room and get what you need. So have specific questions, like maybe like tell me about the class spirit. These are the main ones that I would want to ask about. Is ask what major is your school best known for, or what kind of degree is your school best known for. Ask about the enrollment deadlines and the recommendations for taking ACT or SAT at their university, and then like how early can you get your information over to them. Ask about the admission guidelines, and if they have a copy of the admission guidelines, they should have some kind of admission information, so see if you can get that from them. Ask the person right there if they would be willing to waive your application fee. Doesn't hurt to ask. And then ask about scholarships that they have, and if you can qualify for them, or how do you qualify for those scholarships. Ask about work study. Do they offer it there, and how does that work in conjunction to you being able to get money from the school from scholarships and work study. The one I have here in red is a big one. Ask about outside scholarships and how they are treated if you get scholarships from them too. And this is what I mean by this. I've had a student that got admitted into a college and they got an outside scholarship, and the outside scholarship was for like $3,000. And when they got their award letter, and then this outside scholarship came in after they got their award letter. So you get accepted into college, then you get you do your FAFSA, which is that financial aid document. Then you get your award letter, which shows you how much money they're going to give you to go to college. Well, after they got their award letter, then the extra $3,000 came in, and so they had, let's say, like $10,000 that would be in student loans. So they thought that the $3,000 and the extra scholarship was going to come off that $10,000 in loans, taking that loan amount down to $7,000. But nope, the university actually reduced their scholarship by $3,000 and kept the loans at $10,000. And so that student was ticked off because they did all that work and all they did was basically just lost $3,000 from the school. And so you want to ask those kind of questions up front. If I get an outside scholarship, are you guys going to reduce my financial aid or my scholarships, or are you guys going to allow that to come away from my student loans? And find out what the submission advisor find out what they say. You want to know about the admission requirements, of course, all that good stuff. Ask if they have a student leader that you can get in contact with. Make sure you get the phone number of that person out there doing the canvassing, looking for students. Get their card or however you can get in contact with them. If you like to eat, ask about their food plans and how they work and how the food is at the campus. Ask about the biggest complaints from current students. Ask if they have tutoring there, class sizes, and ask about their graduation rates. What else should you ask here? Find out about their mission and find out about their concerns. Oh, this one here. If you're conservative or very liberal in your thinking, ask about like political and social climate at the campus. So like if you're a minority, you want to know kind of how that is kind of working on the campus. And so basically, if you ask them about like campus culture and diversity and stuff like that, and then you can get this information that's all public data, but really ask that question and then just read them. Like look at them and see if they start twitching or if they just don't feel comfortable answering that question. The more you read them on how they respond will tell you kind of what's going on currently, because some of the data you may search is kind of out of date or maybe a year or two behind. So just have a game plan. These are just some questions. You may have better questions, but have about 3 to 5 questions that you really want to know the answers to. I would definitely want to find out about what you need to do to qualify for their scholarships. I would definitely make sure you get their contact information. Find out what their admission criteria and deadlines are. Those are like the top 3 that I would definitely want to know about. How to qualify for their scholarships, admission requirements like the deadlines and stuff like that. And the third one, I just lost it that fast. It's admission. Oh, ACT, do they take ACT and all that would be helpful as well. But you can probably find that out on your own. But find out about, again, last time I tried to go through this, find out about their deadlines for applying to the school. Find out about the scholarships that they have at the university level and how you qualify for those. And then the last one, I guess, that I would throw out there is just kind of looking at how they look at outside scholarships in regards to the money that they're going to give you. If you get an outside scholarship, are they going to reduce the scholarships that they're giving you, or are they going to reduce the loans? So that would be something that I would definitely want to get more information about. Everything else, you kind of fill in what best suits you or add your own questions, but here's a guideline that you guys can go by that gives you more information about how to be prepared for these college fairs. All right, that's all I got. Peace.